Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel, and oh no, we've got a scary sounding headline in conjunction with XRP price down. But it's not just the price of XRP that's down, it's the entire cryptocurrency asset class. But here's the scary sounding headline from Crypto News Flash. Ripple vs. Tetragon. Court issues temporary restraining order limiting XRP sales. So, look, I've got plenty to say on this, and we're going to talk in this video about what could potentially be causing the price action with the crypto market that we've been seeing today. But even at the outset, I just want to be clear here. A couple things. XRP is following the rest of the market. And as far as the reasons that we're seeing all this happen, well, I think you need to really go more so to Bitcoin than this. Like, I understand reasonably why some people were wondering if something like this could have potentially resulted in this, but the timing actually doesn't line up. So, like, the headline is from an article that occurred today, but as far as when this happened and when the price of XRP started tanking by a few pennies today, it doesn't line up. So it's not even, and so that kind of supports the theory that I had been spouting on this channel for some time, which is that after the scariest of news, citing that the SEC is going after Ripple, everybody that was scared out of their britches got out of the market perfectly fine. I acknowledge that does make holding XRP more risky, so I'm not disparaging anybody for doing that. You got to do what you feel is right. But once those people exited the market, from there on, it's just the people that were bullish long term, and a lot more people have actually entered the market since seeing this as an opportunity when there was figuratively blood in the streets. And so since then, XRP, as far as I've been saying, I like looking at it every day. I don't pretend to be a professional, but it just looks to me like it's continuing to follow the market, and I think today's excellent evidence of just that. Now, I do want to be clear, I don't have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you absolutely should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very just horrendous, stupid idea. I'm an enthusiast. I enjoy talking about this stuff and running this YouTube channel as a hobby, but that is all that it is. So where's the market at as I record this? XRP's at 26.8 cents, Bitcoin at 31,169. Market cap down to 901 billion. Oh no, so the sky's falling. We're down to 901 billion. If I told you, like, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 months ago that we'd be at 901 billion as a market cap for the asset class, would you be happy and excited? I would think it's amazing. I'm just saying. It's all about perspective, though. It depends on when you jump in the market, and there's a bunch of new people, I'm sure, listening to this video that are new to crypto, and first of all, welcome. Second of all, let me help you get acclimated. Bitcoin dominance at 64.34%. And so the market today down quite a bit. You can see we're in a sea of red, and so the market effectively is being a punk-ass Bith. At least that's what Mike Tyson would say, I believe. But again, I don't think for a moment that it has XRP being down has anything to do with that headline. And so on your screen right now are the top 10 cryptocurrencies by market cap. So always throw out Tether because that's a stable coin. It's going to behave differently. But other than that, if you look at the weekly chart on the right here, you can see they all tanked at the same time. The altcoins followed Bitcoin. And so the whole market moves in tandem. But when Bitcoin goes down in a dramatic way, the whole market follows almost instantaneously, whereas frequently when Bitcoin goes on a parabolic rally, altcoins may look like they're trading sideways by and large. That's why you got to understand that the way that market cycles work, even like micro market cycles, if I could just make up a term like that, the money goes into Bitcoin, and then at some point there starts to be a little bit of a retracement, then it goes into large cap coins, then it goes into mid-cap coins, then it goes into small-cap coins, and then it goes back into Bitcoin, rinse and repeat. And so that's what we always see here. But when you see major downside action, the whole market instantaneously moves in tandem. So this actually is really not surprising to me. It's just nice to see XRP doing what I suspected it would be doing, which is moving with the rest of the market. That's not bad. That's not the end of the world. It's good. Not that I want the price to go down. I'm just saying here. And so this article talking about the temporary restraining order, Let's jump into this here. According to a report by Q Law 360, the Delaware Court of Chancery has issued a preliminary restraining order against Ripple Labs. The court's order restricts the company from conducting XRP transactions and redeeming shares. Specifically, the court prohibits Ripple from trading XRP to the extent that it must have a zero balance. The order will remain in effect until Tetragon can sell back its shares. And so this ended up stemming from this thread by XRP community member Wrath of Kahneman. And so I want to run through this. It's not that long. He wrote the following. Perhaps someone can can look this up. It was posted on XRP chat. And writes, thanks Peanut56. Must have been the person that uncovered this. The Delaware Chancery Court issued temporary restraining order Friday, limiting Ripple's cryptocurrency transactions and stock redemptions until Tetragon can sell back its stock. The vice chancellor said she viewed Tetragon's requests for a complete ban on XRP purchases as potentially heavy-handed. Instead, the court ordered Ripple to maintain a net zero position in sales and purchases of XRP rather than halting acquisitions outright. And so, just to make sure that we're on the same page, Tetragon, that's the company that in, I guess it would have been December 2019, was leading the, the Series C funding round, where ultimately we found that Ripple, the company, was valued at, I believe, $10 billion. I believe it was the point that happened. That was the most recent valuation that we had seen of Ripple, the company here. And so as far as leading the funding round, that's what Tetragon was doing. And once the news of the SEC hit, they've been going after Ripple, and they basically want out entirely. But that news we've been aware of for a few weeks. I'm just mentioning it because I didn't cite it in this video until this point. And I want to make sure that we're on the same page as far as what's being discussed here. Now, as far as the sales of XRP, look, at this point, it's reasonable to assume that Ripple, the company, is flush with cash. We know they have a tremendous war chest, especially just because they own a ton of XRP, even though most of it's in escrow. So in the short term, I can't imagine that funds, and from a cash flow perspective for the business would be some sort of problem. But restricting XRP sales entirely could be destructive, and to what degree I wouldn't know, because I have no insight as somebody that does not work at Ripple. But the reason that this matters specifically is for liquidity management. If Ripple can't help move money around to key partners, or XRP specifically, and I didn't mean to say money, that could be problematic. And so I don't know what that looks like. I frankly don't even know what on-demand liquidity looks like these days, because I haven't heard anything from Ripple on that front or any of their partners. Specifically the corridors from the United States to the Philippines, the United States into Mexico. There's a liquidity bot checker on Twitter, and I highlight that. I've shared that information on the channel, but I still don't know the specifics. It just hasn't been discussed, and so there's no way for us to know. But in terms of the importance of being able to buy and sell XRP, well, yeah, that should still be a thing, unless we think that on-demand liquidity is going to halt until there's some sort of settlement reached, or until this lawsuit is adjudicated. If outside of those scenarios, it matters. Anyways, thread continues. Some takeaways. Tetragon's argument was they want to get out before the stock depreciates. They argue the Wells notice was a trigger for redemption, but Ripple argues it was not a textbook example even. So that's why they're going to have to go to court there. Ripple made their position pretty damn clear. But Tetragon also admitted Ripple has the resources to repay the amount many times over. They claim Ripple threatened a suit seeking billions of dollars in injury and damages if we sued, after the SEC issued a Wells notice. The argument seems to be that Ripple is in a place to repay any stock value losses, so hold on until the SEC rule. Well, like I was saying, flush with cash. Note, Vice Chancellor says she would schedule a preliminary injunction hearing for February and, if needed, a 1 or 2 day trial in March on the complaint. The net zero sales of XRP is interesting. How far might it apply, and in what circumstances would it affect on-demand liquidity or just OTC? Well, if it literally just has to be net zero, presumably they could certainly sell to whatever key partner they wanted to. But if it has to be net zero, then they'd still have to purchase some back from somewhere to equal that out. So I don't know. I mean, if there's somebody new that wants something and you need to move XRP around for the purpose of liquidity management, maybe. I don't know. I don't even know what the state of on-demand liquidity is today in markets that have anything to do with the United States, period. Let's move on now. Here's a tweet from Credible Crypto chart analyst who writes, Bitcoin lost a key level, a daily level of support today. Until we reclaim it, I am bearish. If Bitcoin is headed lower, the rest of the market likely is as well. And so since I know that there are a ton of new people in the world of crypto listening right now, I'm going to try and continue to share this message that I firmly believe, which is simply the case. And I've been in the space, by the way, since November 2017, tracking this stuff on a daily basis. And it is undeniably true that XRP, along with every other altcoin, in a general sense, follows Bitcoin, not down to the second, the minute, the day, the week, the month, the quarter necessarily. But if you zoom out on a chart, like look at the lineup XRP's chart activity against Bitcoin for the last 8 years, and you will see that it does follow. Now, out of the top 10 cryptocurrencies, XRP, most of that time has been the least correlated to Bitcoin, but it's still correlated. And so we could have a fun conversation about why that is. I think it has primarily to do with the fact that we're in a very nascent market. But suffice it to say, like, even just who cares for the purposes of this video, we can observe this is true. And so, like, to me, this is not surprising. Even if XRP is trading sideways, it's still going to follow the rest of the market. And then somebody asked Credible Crypto also, is the bottom in for XRP? And he wrote, I don't think so, just based off how the rest of the market looks. I think we see some relief here and then a final leg down, but I think XRP should hold daily demand on the next drop too. Will likely wick below it, though. And so there you go. He's saying effectively the same type of thing that I've been saying, at least in terms of following the rest of the market. In the short term, I don't care what the price action is. Because I'll tell you what, if you have such a short-term mindset that like anybody, any human in the world of crypto, that you put money in and then it goes down and now it's time to panic and get out, like, you're not going to survive in crypto. It's the most volatile asset class on the planet, and it isn't for everybody. It is going to cause like a bunch of people to lose sleep if they invest in it, and it is risky, and I always acknowledge that stuff. But it's just there's almost, if you buy any cryptocurrency, do you really think that you're buying the bottom of the market? Like, that will be the last time the price is ever this low ever again? Do you really believe that? You're the luckiest less than 1% of humans that pulled that off? No, that sounds stupid, right? So if you don't have a long-term mindset, you're going to get completely wrecked. Like people that just jump in and out of cryptocurrencies, they see something taken off and, oh, shiny green candle, I'll go chase that one because XRP or whatever cryptocurrency of choice you've invested in isn't moving. That's how you get wrecked. When you chase something that's already gone up, well, in all likelihood, most of the parabolic action that was going to happen has already happened. It's just silly to do that. And that's why buying things that may look cheap in the moment, in a general sense, probably a good idea. Do whatever you want. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not telling you to buy or sell. I'm not offering financial advice. This is just how I happen to look at the markets here. And here's another tweet from Credible Crypto. Bitcoin double spend, the end of Bitcoin as we know it. The end of the bull run. 2017 OGs have seen this before. About 7 times, actually. We call this a sale for a limited time only. Get your favorite crypto 30 to 50% off. First come, first served, all sales final. Which is a funny way of approaching this, but the sentiment is absolutely correct here. And I'll talk about the double spend thing with Bitcoin in just a moment here, but before I jump into that, here's a tweet from Peter Brandt I shared. This is from November 15th, 2020, and this is worth knowing, especially if you're new to crypto. Here's what he wrote. During the 2015 through 2017 bull market in Bitcoin, there were 9 significant corrections with the following averages. 37% decline from high to low. 14 weeks from one all-time high to the next all-time high. Since the early September low, there have been 2 10% corrections. And so here's the chart that he's talking about from 2015 through 2017, actually into the early part of 2018. But he was just talking about the bull market action from the beginning of 2017 through the end of 2000. What did I say? 2000? I hope I just said that right. The beginning of 2017, 15. That I knew I said something wrong. Beginning of 2015 through the end of 2017. Blah. Numbers are hard for Moon Lambo. Unsubscribe. So you can see here where he's got these little red arrows. These were the dips in question right here. And so, like, this effectively, what we're experiencing right now, this is one of those. And so anywhere along this, you could have felt emotionally scared and gotten out. And if you want to get out, you should. I'm not telling you not to get out. I'm just telling you that the data shows that if you didn't get out at any of these, you ended up making substantially more than you otherwise would have. Because Bitcoin's worth, again, as I record this, what did I say? $31,128 today. So for those people that had a long-term mindset, it's kind of panned out. And so even if we're in one of those deeper corrections, whether it's 30 to 50%, and I'm not a chart analyst, by the way. It's like, I don't know. I just enjoy following what chart analysts do say. Yeah, even if that's the case, okay, so what? There's so much institutional money coming in right now. We are in a bull market, okay? This pullback doesn't mean that we're not in a bull market suddenly. That's completely silly. So what does the smart money do? They buy the dips. Check this out. Here's a tweet from Raoul Pal. He's the founder CEO of Real Vision, and he used to work at another. Where did he work? I think it's Goldman Sachs. I could be, maybe it was JP Morgan. I think it was Goldman Sachs, and so he's got quite the financial background. He's been in the world of finance his whole life. He understands market cycles, and so he's really into Bitcoin, and that's fine. But he strikes me as not just a likable guy, but a genuinely open-minded guy. And when he recently said that he was looking into purchasing XRP, and I don't know if he will, I don't care if he does or doesn't. I mean, it'd be neat, I guess, if he did. But, I could see from the way that he was just furious with the Bitcoin maxis who were saying, S-word coin, this and that. It was clear to me that he just wants to believe whatever is true, just like I do. And here's what he wrote, though, because check this out. He knows the market's down today, just like anybody else. He wrote, "Danger. I'm going to add a basket of 10 alts to my Bitcoin and ETH bets using this dip. Show me your coin, but with a quality paragraph why I should look at it. My knowledge base is low, so treat me like the idiot I am." Nicely. And it's just a little self-deprecating humor. He's rather intelligent. Then he wrote, "Maxi aggressive S-word coin posts equal Instablock go." And so he understands clearly this is a time for purchasing when the market is down. I know. I'm just trying to. I hope I'm not overdoing it here, but I just want to make clear, like this is just how market cycles work. They just do. And so they don't. I am emotionally bulletproof to all this crap. When this happens, I'm just like, okay, whatever. It's another day that ends with the letter Y. Don't care. All right. And so there's this article from You Today, 5 reasons behind massive Bitcoin drop to $30,000. I don't really want to go through all of these. The video will probably start to get a little bit too long. But I do want to mention there's this one about unsubstantiated double spend fears with Bitcoin, which could have had something to do with this, but also could have just been part of the market cycle anyway. So I don't know for sure, but I did want to highlight this. Earlier today, a cryptocurrency media outlet published an irresponsible article with a misleading headline about Bitcoin suffering a double spend transaction. This, of course, was merely a mundane block reorganization, as explained by cryptocurrency evangelist Andreas Antonopoulos. And here's a quote. "In case it needs to be said, no double spend happened. Some very bad reporting full of incorrect information happened, but that's a common occurrence. A block was reorganized. That's also a common occurrence. A single spend happened. Only one of the 2 blocks is in the chain, and only one of the 2 competing transactions is in the chain. The Bitcoin blockchain prevented a double spend. It did a chain reorganization." So there you go. Just wanted to highlight that because that's one of the other major things that people were talking about potentially having been the catalyst for this terrible, scary price action we're seeing today. But I don't care. I'm optimistic. I'm bullish. This doesn't scare me. It doesn't faze me one bit. It's to me, since I'm basically going on an altcoin buying spree. This makes me happy. I'm thrilled to be seeing this. But I will go ahead and wrap up there. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.